What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're back with some more draft lottery rebuilds. I believe we only have two more to do after this, which that being the Hornets and the Knicks, or not the Knicks, we're doing the Knicks today. Hornets and the Cavaliers. So today, of course, at pick number 11, we're doing a Dyson Daniels New York Knicks rebuild today. Before we get into today's video, guys, if you could hit that like button and, of course, subscribe if you're new around here, that'd be greatly appreciated. We're actually really close to 23,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much for that. I really do appreciate it. But today I'm actually really freaking excited to do this Knicks rebuild today, because I feel like the last few times I've done Knicks rebuilds, I've always gone out and traded for Dame or Donovan Mitchell or did something very, very aggressive with the Knicks. But today I'm kind of excited to take a step back and build around RJ Barrett and potentially, of course, Dyson Daniels once he gets here as well with that 11th overall pick. And I do like the idea of Dyson Daniels being the point guard for this team, because as we know, the Knicks do need a point guard. Derrick Rose is a very good bench point guard, but obviously they do want a starter as well. Kemba Walker was supposed to be that, didn't really work out that well. He was benched at times. It just wasn't really a good look for Kemba Walker. So, of course, I'm not sure what we're going to do with him entirely, but he will probably not be a big part of the rotation this year. Might even trade him if possible. But then Julius Randle is another guy I think that's on the move potentially as well. Now, they did just extend him, so his value won't be that high because he just had such a down year for them. So we'll see what we can do. But let's get into the staff. Let's get into this rebuild. So I'm going to fill this out really quickly. As you guys know, I usually do. But I think I'm going to draft Dyson Daniels, of course, with the 11th overall pick. And I like him and RJ Barrett as a duo. And then you also have like Emmanuel Quickly. And then Mitchell Robinson we have to make a decision on. And then just a lot of things to do. And then Julius Randle. I think I am going to try to trade Julius Randle as well. So we'll see what will pop up in the trade finder. And I know I've seen some Knicks fans say they would be willing to trade him for like pennies on the dollar. So I guess we can if we can just get rid of him, I think Knicks fans would be happy at that point, it sounds like. But let's take a look at what his market looks like according to 2K in the trade finder real quick. So we got like Matisse Thybulle, Jaden Springer, solid. Chris Middleton. I mean, why would the Bucks do that? You got the Bulls. Could you give me Kobe White, Javonte Green, Jarrett Allen? I would love Jarrett Allen, of course, but Tyler Hero, they're not going to trade Tyler Hero for freaking Julius Randle. We'd have to trade the 11th overall pick on top of that. So we'll have to see what we can find, of course. Then they got we could swap for Jeremy Grant. Not going to do that either. So we'll wait till after the draft. But let's jump into this draft and let's see what we can get at pick 11. So obviously we're looking for Dyson Daniels here at number 11. And let's see if he wins. Apollo went number 1. Jabari went number 2. AJ Griffin goes number 3 to the Rockets. Sheldon Green falls to the Kings. Washington goes to the Pistons. Shaden Sharp to the Pacers. Ivy to the Blazers. Pelicans get Johnny Davis. Jalen Duren goes to the Spurs. We'll just get Kenny Chandler. And of course, like I said, we're going to be taking none other than Dyson Daniels here with the 11th overall pick to add him here to New York. So I'm happy with that. And we also have a second round pick. So Dyson Daniels out of Australia. I'm really happy with that. We might be losing Mitchell Robinson this offseason from the sounds of it. So I'm going to go ahead and draft Christian Coloco for some insurance. So welcome to the team, Dyson Daniels and Christian Coloco. Very happy to have both of you. Taj Gibson, I'm going to decline. And I'm going to decline Jericho Sims as well. And then Luka Sandwich is a free agent. Okay, semantic. I'll stop being disrespectful for a moment. Okay, so we have Dyson Daniels listed as shooting guard. I believe he also is kind of a point guard, so he might low-key just be the point guard of this team, to be honest with you. Unless if we want quickly, I mean, either way, he's going to be a guard on this team. And then RJ is going to be the small forward. You have Cameron Reddish, which we also need to figure out what we're going to do with him. And you have Julius Randle, of course, we're going to trade away. And then, yeah, again, Mitchell Robinson, free agent this offseason. And it sounds like he's not going to be back. So Randle is the big guy that I kind of want to get rid of and just continue to kind of go young on this roster. So Randle, once again, is going to be the next move. We're going to trade Julius Randle away. And again, I'm willing to get rid of him for fairly cheap if possible. So just a team that's willing to take a flyer on him. Like the Jazz, for instance, could be looking for a move of desperation to add on to their team right now. Maybe Julius Randle would be somebody that would help them out a lot. We take on some expiring contracts. I'd be totally okay with that, to be honest with you. First round pick is Chomo Kiki. First round pick in Jalen Smith from the Pacers. Not sure why the Pacers would do that, though. Raptors aren't giving up OG Anunoby. And then we got the Blazers off me, Keon Johnson and Greg Brown. So, yeah, this could be another interesting trade for the Blazers now. And personally, as a Blazers fan, I don't want Julius Randle. And I don't even think this is actually possible. I think the Blazers would need, I guess they could use that trade. No, he doesn't even fit in the trade exception. They would have to like have Eric Bledsoe in this trade as well. But I don't know. So we could take Keon Johnson, Greg Brown, or we could take on the other guys. But I think I'm just going to take the young guys and Keon Johnson and Greg Brown again. As a Blazers fan, I don't want Julius Randle, but hey, the Blazers get Julius Randle. We get off his contract, and he is gone now. And then Kemba Walker is going to be the next guy I'm going to try to trade away. And not sure what I'm going to be willing or what I'm going to get for him. I could also just see the Knicks simply waiving him just because I don't know if anybody's going to really trade for Kemba. If they did, it would have to be like a second round pick for instance. But maybe the Lakers would take a chance on Kemba Walker. They just give me like a second round pick. They want to give me THT as well, which they would have to throw THT in the trade. But low key, I might just waive Kemba Walker just because I feel like that could be the scenario that it goes down on. Maybe someone would give you a second round pick for him, but I don't even know if you'd get more than that. So I think I'm just going to release Kemba Walker just because I think that's the route it's probably going to go this offseason, or he's just going to stay there and just kind of ride out the bench. But so it's quickly Derrick Rose, Evan Fournier, Dyson Daniels, and you have Keon Johnson now and Quentin Grimes. You have RJ Barrett, Alec Burks, Obi Toppin, Greg Brown, and then Nerlens Noel and Christian Coloco. So free agency wise, I mean, we could maybe be in on some guys. Like, I don't know if we have enough money for like DeAndre Ayton, for instance. We're a little bit off. So I guess the Knicks could be in on like DeAndre Ayton, for instance, but I'm not going to go ahead and do that. But as far as other centers they can maybe look at, we got like Nurkic, which I'm not going to go for him. I don't think he'd move the needle all that much for us. Like Drummond is available, but do I really want Drummond? Not really. I might just roll my cards with Nerlens Noel and Christian Coloco for this season and just kind of see what RJ Barrett can do without Julius Randle here. Maybe Obi Toppin can develop a little bit more at that power forward spot. So this next season, we might be pretty bad, to be honest with you, which is not really the direction I see the Knicks going in at all, because obviously they had a taste of the playoffs and then they just didn't have a taste of it at all. So Knicks fans want to see their team in the playoffs year after year, obviously. But I kind of want to see what Dyson Daniels and RJ Barrett can do in like a kind of a duo together, and then Cameron Reddish getting some mix in as well. We'll take a look at the rotation together and Obi Toppin on top of that. So there's a lot of good youth here, and maybe we use this youth for a trade next year. But I do want Dyson Daniels to be a huge part of turning this ship around. So let's see what we got. Quickly, they want to start Keon Johnson, which I don't want to do that. So they have Quickly at the point guard, Keon Johnson at the 2, RJ Barrett at the 3, Obi Toppin at the 4, Nerlens Noel at the 5, which I'm fine with. But I want Dyson Daniels in rotation over Keon Johnson. Honestly, I'd rather have Dyson Daniels start over Keon Johnson, 100%. So I'm going to take some minutes away from my bench a little bit as well. And I want to give Dyson Daniels a lot of minutes here. 32 minutes is fine. And then shot tendencies wise, proficiency, we're 3-star or 2.5 at a lot of systems. We can't even go 3-star anywhere, which is quite unfortunate. I'm going to move this to a balance though. 7 seconds. We can go up to 2.5. Wow, no, we can't go up at all. So 7 seconds is going to be our best system. Okay, that's unfortunate. But shot tendencies wise, we have RJ's is an 80. I'm going to boost that up a little bit. Probably like a 97 to be honest. I want RJ to take a lot of shots. So RJ shot tendency is appropriate for that. And then Dyson Daniels, and then Quickly as I don't mind him being high. Then Reddish to like a 70. And then the other guy, of course, like I said, is Dyson Daniels, which his is already high, but I'm moving up to like an 86. So we're going to simulate this season with this new rotation. Obviously, we might suck this year, which is, like I said, not the approach that I think the Knicks will take. I think they could still get aggressive this offseason like they should. But I want to see what Dyson Daniels and RJ Barrett can do together, and Cameron Reddish on top of that, and Quickly, and Obi Toppin. A lot of good youth here. Let's see what happens this season. So Luka Doncic wins MVP. That kind of is the same thing year after year. We had Rookie of the Year go to Jaden Ivey on the Blazers. Washington 6-man Giannis Defensive Player. Melo Ball Most Improved and Willie Green is your coach leader. Christian Bartlett's your executive. But boys, we were very bad. We sucked. We were terrible. We went 15th seed in the East, which might not be too bad actually. So the Mavericks made the playoffs. So their pick is going to be relatively high, which is our low, unfortunate. Player stats wise, we had 25 from RJ Barrett. So that's one thing we can't take away from the season is RJ had a really good year, which is nice. So we can kind of count on him maybe being a number 1 option potentially. He was very efficient on top of that. Quickly was 16. So I like Emmanuel Quickly. Dyson Daniels came in 14 points per game. Wanted him to be good. Efficiency wise, he wasn't great, but he is young, so we'll give him a pass. Cameron Reddish 13 off the bench. 10.5 from Evan Fournier, 10 from Derrick Rose, 8.5 from Alec Burks, and then 7 from Obi Toppin. So I really like what we have going for us. And one thing I would love, obviously we have to get lucky for this to happen. I would love nothing more than to win the Victor Wembanyama sweepstakes this offseason. If we can get the number 1 overall pick after being as bad as we were, let's see if we are even in that scenario. So 20-62 and 32-50. Yeah, so we should have the best odds. Not that it matters, because obviously it does not matter. We should have the best odds at the number 1 overall pick this offseason, which is going to be awesome. LeBron James retires on the Lakers. Wow, that's crazy. But Aldridge retires on the Lakers as well. So straight to the draft lottery we go. So we are projected 9 from the... Oh, we also have the Hornets pick, which might be lottery protected. But we are projected a number 1 overall pick. I will sit here and watch this whole thing, because if we can win this sweepstakes and stay at number 1, we will be in business, ladies and gentlemen. We will be in business. I'm telling you right now. is exactly where we want to be. So the Rockets are going to have the Nets pick as well. So the Rockets have 13 and 14, or that's from the Bucks, actually. Okay. Number 12, the Sacramento Kings still in the lottery. That's not good for them, but they won the 12th overall pick. Man, Sacramento, that is not good. You should not be in the lottery anymore. But number 11 from the Orlando Magic, that might be the Bulls pick, and it is their own pick. Okay. And so I don't know if the Bulls made the playoffs, wasn't paying attention, and I just hit my damn controller. My bad. Pacers win the number 10 overall pick. Okay, so far so good. Nobody's jumped to the top 4. So this is supposed to be the Hornets, I believe, and we got the 9th pick. Okay, so we do get the 9th pick, which is actually really nice. So we have number 9, hoping we have number 1 as well. So hopefully get lucky. Uh-oh, the Nuggets jump to top 4. Nuggets jump into the top 4. Okay, that's not good, but that's okay. Number 7, we got the Thunder. All right, so as long as we can remain in the top 3, I guess I'll be happy, but obviously would love nothing more than be number 1 overall right now. So Magic be the Chicago Bulls. Wizards are supposed to get number 5. Let's please not fall this far. And wow, really? We fell to 5? Are you kidding me? That is so annoying. We fell to 5. Damn. Okay. Wizards get number 1. We fell all the way to 5, and then we also have the 9th overall pick. Dude, that is so annoying, bro. Okay. It is what it is. We got number 5. Okay. So number 5 in this draft. If we could have won that sweepstakes, though, that would have been so cool. But number 5 and number 9, which we're going to still be able to add some good talent to this roster. Don't get me wrong. But I'm so annoyed, bro. I would love to stay at number 1. It usually doesn't work out that way, unfortunately. So NBA draft time. Number 5, number 9, and number 21. Wow, we have some draft capital and early second round pick. Okay, we have some capital, though. Do we want to move up in this draft? Because, I mean, we could walk away with Scooter Henderson as well if we want to move up to 2. Or even 1. So maybe I move up to 2. And we see if Victor gets... Okay, I think I'm going to try to move up to 2. I think I'm going to move up to 2 if I can. I don't even know who won number 2. I have to go look real quick, which I think I just had it there, but oh well. I just exited on accident. So... Nuggets won number 2. Okay, so maybe I can make a trade with the Nuggets because the Nuggets are trying to obviously win now with Jokic, right? They're trying to show Jokic that, hey, we're trying to win now. So let's go to number 2, and we either get our hands on... All right, so we offer number 5, number 9, and let's say 21. So 5, 9, 21 for number 2. They agree. So just like that, we use all 3 of our picks to move up to number 2. Let's see who the Wizards take. They take Victor Wembanyama. Fair enough. I will take Scooter Henderson and be happy with that. So Scooter Henderson, welcome to New York. And then we have an early second round pick as well. So honestly, I don't really know who I'm going to take, but I'll go ahead and take, I guess we can take Jaden Bradley here with this pick. Just get like a backup point guard or whatever. I don't know. So we got Scooter Henderson, and we have Bradley, and we have Cisco. We're going to sign all of them. Player options wise, Alec Burks I'm going to decline quickly. I'll accept Quentin Grimes. I'm going to accept Obi Toppin. And Keon Johnson, I'm going to decline and know as well. Christian Coloco, I'm going to accept as well. So let's accept all those guys. Okay. Qualifying offers, Luka. We got Reddish and RJ Barrett, who are both free agents this offseason. And then I want to see if center is available. So we have Jokic, who's out here. As far as other centers, you have Vucevic, Christian Wood. All right. So Miles Turner as well, Joval. So there's some good centers out here. We're definitely going to need one. So we got Scooter Henderson and Manu quickly now as my point guard duo. I like that. You have Evan Fournier's expiring money, so we can maybe use that in a trade. And you have Quentin Grimes, Dyson Daniels, a lot of depth here. And then no small, or obviously we need RJ Barrett back. So we'll get RJ Barrett back. And then Obi Toppin, Greg Brown. And then a center is very much needed. So RJ Barrett and Cameron Reddish are both guys I want back. I'm going to renounce everyone else. I want RJ and Reddish back. So, of course, RJ just got a really good season out of him. So I want RJ back. And then Reddish, I want him back as well. If he's a 6-man throughout the video, that's fine. But just having him on the team is more than enough for me. So, Joval, we can go Thomas Bryant, go Brandon Clark. A lot of decent centers out here. But to be honest with you, I would love nothing more than to get like a really good center out of this. And we also need a good power forward. I like Obi Toppin. I'm just not sure I love him as a starter. PJ Washington is available. Yeah, Marvin Bagley. But maybe we just roll with Obi Toppin as the 4. Maybe we just do. He's 6'9". He's going to keep getting better. So maybe we just leave that the way it is right now. And then Evan Fournier, I kind of want to use him to trade. So I am going to trade for a big man. Now, what center am I going to get? I don't know. But I want to find a center. Wow, the Lakers have literally nothing on the roster. Anthony Davis could be fun. Although, I mean, I kind of want to stay young, though. So AD would be, like, really fun. And they definitely need help right now. So could add AD to this roster. And that would be very, very interesting to add him on to this Knicks roster. It could be an aggressive move for sure, but I'm not sure I want to pull it off. So AD, I'm going to add to the list. They're rebuilding, so maybe could be something. So I don't trade for AD all that often either, so that could be fun. As far as other centers, you got like DeAndre Ayton, of course. Karl-Anthony Towns of the Timberwolves is always somebody I'd love to get on the Knicks. I feel like Tom Thibodeau and Karl-Anthony Towns reunited would be cool. But you know what? I am going to go ahead and try for Anthony Davis. The Lakers are in an interesting position right now, and we want to get back into the playoffs. Anthony Davis would definitely help that. Obviously, health concerns come into question, but if I could get Anthony Davis, we have the capital to pull something off. So, Evan Fournier's expiring money. We got, let's say, Quentin Grimes on this trade, and then Keon Johnson, who has some value. And let's go, let's say, like Jaden Bradley, who we just drafted. And then let's say a pick in 2024. All this for Anthony Davis. But well, actually, we might not be able to throw in this draft pick. All this for Anthony Davis. They don't agree. Okay. What about that pick as well? They don't agree to that. And then I'll offer 2026 as well for Anthony Davis. Come on. Let's go. We got Anthony Davis on the New York Knicks. Let's go. So just like that, we made an aggressive move and have Anthony Davis in New York now. The Lakers are in an interesting position. We take care of business. Chris Coloco is going to be our backup this year. So now it'll be Obi Toppin, Greg Brown. Then you'll have Anthony Davis. You'll have RJ Barrett, Cameron Reddish, Dyson Daniels at the 2, Scoot Henderson at the 1. I am more than happy with this roster. Let's go to player progression now. Player progression. Might not treat Anthony Davis too well. He's down 89. RJ's up to an 88. But that was an aggressive move I think we needed. So I am very, very happy with that. Welcome to the Knicks, Anthony freaking Davis. And Obi Toppin will still be our starting power forward. But I might change that next year depending on how this season goes. But I am more than happy with that trade I just made. And I think I have to load a different draft class. That is the same one I used last year. So keep doing that on accident. But man, Anthony Davis. I don't trade for Anthony Davis all that often. So I'm happy with that. Obviously, if I would have won the Victor sweepstakes, I wouldn't have had to have done that. But still, I'm happy with AD coming over to the Knicks. So just like that, this is going to be your new rotation. It's Scoot Henderson, Emmanuel Quickly, which they want to start at the 2. I don't agree with that. I want to continue to start Dyson Daniels, to be honest with you. So Emmanuel Quickly be the 6th man. So Reddish and Quickly off the bench is a killer duo. Christian Coloco and then Greg Brown as your backup power forward. So it'll be Scooter, Dyson Daniels, which I'm going to have to shrink some minutes out here real quick just to be safe. I'll take some minutes like there. Then Dyson Daniels I want to give like 32-ish minutes to. And then Obi Toppin's fine. Quickly throw some minutes back at him. Okay, I like this. Let's look at our proficiency. Proficiency is a 3.7 seconds, and I guess that's the best we can do. So Anthony Davis comes over, immediately makes us much better. Let's see if we can make the playoffs. Scoot Henderson as well. Let's go, baby. I love this roster right now. So at the end of the season, Luka wins MVP, Victor wins Rookie of the Year, Brogdon 6th man, AD is your Defensive Player of the Year on the Knicks, which things look like they should be good, right? No. We're actually a play-in tournament team, which is actually quite disappointing based off what I expected this year. So I'm really disappointed, but it is what it is. So we are the 10th seed in the East, so I thought for sure it would be a lot better than that. Player stats wise, we had 24 from RJ, 21.5 from Anthony Davis, 17 from Scooter Henderson, 17 from Quickly, 15 from Dyson Daniels, 11 from Cameron Reddish. But I really thought my roster was going to put it all together this year and make something happen, and unfortunately it was not how it worked out. So they want to start Greg Brown, and they want to have Quickly start. So I guess I'll listen to them for this playoff run. We're 7 seconds. We're playing the Washington Wizards, so we have to win 2 to get into the playoffs. We have Porzingis and Victor in their front court, so should be interesting here. Let's just see what happens. We win. Okay, so all we have to do is win, and we're in the playoffs. And honestly, for some reason, I have a weird feeling that even if we are the 8th seed, I feel like we could upset the Pistons. But of course, you have to beat the Bucks first, so I'm not going to talk obviously too quickly, which get it, we have Emmanuel Quickly, but we do beat the Bucks. And honestly, I have a weird feeling we could upset the Pistons. 31-12 from RJ. Maybe we could be the 8th seed that just goes on to upset everybody, because this roster is so much better than 2K is giving it credit for. But I'm going to shrink this down to an 8-man rotation, which means Obi Toppin is out of rotation, I guess. But let's see what happens against Detroit. So game 1, we're down 1-0. Okay, fair enough. Kate Cunningham drops 45. Okay. Game 2, we even it up. So like I said, I think we're going to give the Pistons problems here. I really do. Dyson Daniels drops 22. Game 3, we're up 2-1. Can we go up 3-1? No. Okay, we're up 3-2. Yes, we can. Can we beat them in 6? Yes, we can. I told you, bro. I had a weird feeling about that. So we beat the Detroit Pistons in 6 games. So we upset the first-seeded Pistons, which the Pistons are usually pretty damn good and pretty tough to beat. So now I get to play the Sixers, though, who obviously have Maxey and Harden, and then Joel Embiid, and they drafted Kendall Brown, and they have Tobias Harris. But honestly, I feel like we could beat the Sixers here as well. Our roster is really talented. With Anthony Davis here, I have a good feeling about this. So let's see what happens. Game 1, we're down 1-0, which was how I started the last series. Okay, we dropped to 2-0, which is really unfortunate. Game 3, they're up 3-0, and can we come back from a 3-0 deficit? Can we be that team? We just upset the first seed in the East, so maybe we could be that team that comes back from a 3-0 deficit as well, and just, you know, keep making history here. And no, oh wait a minute, it's not over yet. Okay, we take it at the very end and beat them to win Game 5. All we have to do is win Game 6 in our home floor, and all the pressure is on Philadelphia's side. Come on, baby, let's win this Game 6 as well. Come on, let's put the pressure on Philadelphia. Let's take them back to the Philadelphia 76ers arena, and let's make their fans just stupid nervous. And it's a close game, but we did it. 111-113, force a Game 7 back to Philadelphia. Can we beat the Philadelphia 76ers to go on to the Eastern Conference Finals as an 8th seed? Come on, baby. We didn't come this far just to lose like this. There we go. Take the lead. And the Sixers are sweating. They are sweating. We put up a good fight. 107. And no, we're not going to do it. Damn. 112-119. We forced a Game 7 in the second round as an 8th seed, but we end up losing. So Timberwolves go on to win it all, but that's fine. I think with a little bit more moves this offseason, we're going to be right where we want to be. So as far as draft pick compensation, we traded our pick, obviously, so we're not going to worry about that too much. We got ourselves in the playoffs into the second round. But I don't think I'll bring back Tom Thibodeau. The team was really disappointing in the regular season. So you have Nate McMillan, you have Mike Malone, which actually, give me Mike Malone 100%, and he's not going to accept. I should have overpaid him more. Damn, okay. So not getting Mike Malone, it looks like. You have Jeffries. We have Frank Vogel. I'll give Frank Vogel a contract. Frank Vogel is going to be the new head coach in New York. I don't even think we had a draft pick. If I did, I missed it. So rookie signing. I guess we did. We have 2. Oh, well, I'm not going to worry about those. Player options. Davis declines. So we're going to have to give him a contract this offseason. Then Obi Toppin, a lot of important free agents to worry about. Okay. But free agency. Power forward wise is kind of where I want to get better this offseason if possible. So as far as power forwards are concerned that are out here, we have, let's see, we got literally like Patrick Williams is like the best power forward we can get, it looks like. So McDaniels, I guess, would be a solid role player, but I can't mess around on Anthony Davis too much. He has 3 offers already. So let's make sure we get Anthony Davis back to the New York Knicks, and Davis is going to accept. I don't want to renounce anybody. That's for damn sure. So Anthony Davis, welcome to New York. Okay. So got Anthony Davis back. Quickly wants a lot of money, which I am okay with that. And then Greg Brown. I don't know if I really see him as like a starting power forward, though. So that's why I think we need to find a power forward. So Scuda, Dyson Daniels, and then Cameron Reddish, RJ. Maybe we trade Cameron Reddish for a 4. Maybe that's the route we go, because we do need a power forward more than we really need Cameron Reddish, I feel like. So let's see if that pops up, really. Or what we could do is we could get No, it'd be funny to send Cameron Reddish back to the Hawks, though, for Capella. 2 first-round picks, D'Angelo Russell. I mean, getting Capella would be awesome, but that'd be weird sending Cameron Reddish back to the Hawks, obviously. So we can have like Anthony Davis move to the power forward spot, obviously, but I kind of like him at center, even though he doesn't like playing center. DeMar DeRozan. I'm gonna offer Quickly his contract. I do want Emmanuel Quickly back, and then I guess Obi Toppin comes back as well on top of that. So we'll get Emmanuel Quickly, and then power forwards wise, we have like Tobias Harris, Kenny Martin Jr., McDaniels, who I do like as a solid starting power forward, but I feel like at the same time I could just get that out of Obi Toppin. I'll offer McDaniels a contract. He's not even gonna come here, so let's just get Obi Toppin back, I guess, and hope for a better simulation this next year. So if we get Obi Toppin back, I'll be okay with that, and then I think that's gonna be it. So Devin Booker's just kind of sitting here, but I don't have money for him anyway. All right. So I will still try to maybe make a trade for power forward. So Greg Brown comes back, Chris Koloko. So, all right. I like my rotation, you know, Quickly, Scooter Henderson, Dyson Daniels, City Sakosko, and then Cameron Reddish, RJ. But I still don't like my power forward position. I think it could be so much better. So let me find a power forward. I think that is going to be my goal right now. Or, you know what? Or even a center, because I guess we could theoretically move Anthony Davis back to power forward. So center or power forward, that could be fun to have. Who's cheap? Like Jarrett Allen, for instance, if we could find a way to get him from Cleveland, that would be awesome. Let's say we threw Cameron Reddish at them. Cameron Reddish, and we need a little bit more money in this. Like Sydney, for instance, who, so we need like 58 more K in this trade. So Jalen Washington, all this for Jarrett Allen. They don't agree to that. They're a championship roster. Fair enough. 2025, they don't agree, and I'll offer you 2028. So obviously, I'm mortgaging a lot of my future, but at this point, I'm ready to just make the damn postseason again, and we get Jarrett Allen here in New York. So now we can move Anthony Davis back to power forward where he likes playing. Anthony Davis is a power forward. We'll move his backup position still to center. Jarrett Allen will be the center of this team. Anthony Davis will play the 4 like he likes doing. And then, boom, we got that rotation how we want it. So let's go to next season, and let's see what we look like. So now we have a very good front court. Let's see what this is going to look like. I'm actually really excited. So power rankings landing us at number 1. We run a 9-man rotation under Frank Vogel. It'll be quickly, which they want to start. And then it'll be Scoot Henderson off the bench, which again I don't like. So I'm gonna move quickly back to the starting 5, or back to the bench as a 6th man. So Scooter, Dyson Daniels, RJ, Anthony Davis, Jarrett Allen, quickly, Koloko, Obi Toppin, and Greg Brown. I am more than happy with that. Kimball Walker found his way back in the Knicks. 3.5 a grit and grind. Can we go out 4-star anywhere? No, we cannot. Oh, we can go 4-star defense. Okay, sure, why not? Let's go ahead and simulate this season. Let's see if we can be that contender we were supposed to be last year, but this time as a higher seed. Let's get it. Luka once again MVP. I mean, here's your awards. Mayo quickly won 6th man of the year for this team, averaging 19 points off the bench. We love that. Jaren Jackson, defensive player. Jose Alvarado is your most improved, which is cool. And Tom Thibodeau, coach of the year, wherever he went. He went back to Minnesota. That's interesting. All right, and then here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team. We got Anthony Davis anywhere? No, but he made All-NBA All-Defense first team, though, which is good. And then looking at our standings, we went first seed in the East. So this should be our year. 25 from RJ, 19 from Quickly, 18 from Scooter Henderson, 17, then 16 from Dyson Daniels. So yeah, I mean, this should be our year. Technically should be our year. So we're going up against the Toronto Raptors round 1. But I really love my team. I think we're in good position to go all the way. Somebody current round against Toronto, and we beat them in 7. Okay, we were down 3-0 and came back. Honestly, bro, if we would have just gotten swept there, I literally probably would have thrown my controller at my monitor. Not kidding. But we didn't get swept, so I'm glad I didn't have to do that. But we got to beat the Celtics now. Somebody current round against Boston, and we beat them in 5. We get to play the Detroit Pistons, who we literally upset last year. They signed DeMar DeRozan. That does not matter. We beat them in 6. We're in the NBA Finals playing our former head coach against Minnesota. Game 1, 1-0. Game 2, they even it up. They're up 2-1. Please don't go down 3-1. Okay, there we go. Can we win? Game 5. Yes, we can. Beat them in 6. Let's go, baby. Just like that, the New York Knicks are champions. RJ Barrett is your Finals MVP. That was a fun video. I don't trade for Anthony Davis all that much. And Jarrett Allen's triggered, even though we just won a damn champion. Like, what is your problem, bro? That just shows how selfish you are. Just kidding. I love you. I love you, Jarrett Allen. But regardless, we won a championship, and I can end the video on that. So Dyson Daniels should be a really good pick for the Knicks if he's there at number 11. I don't know if he falls that far, though, but based off how you guys have voted for this draft to go, we took Dyson Daniels. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.